For those of you that are watching this video, you may know, but I will always know this is the video that changed everything. This is the video where I changed. And I don't know if it translated to you or not, but just know I knew and I told you. In this video, I'm going to talk about the problem with the phrase, how are you? And in terms of being a conscious being and developing a new conscious world. Asking how are you does not serve us at our highest. It does not serve us as conscious beings. It's been proven to not really, think about it. When someone says, how are you? What do you say? You just say, oh, I'm good. Or you kind of, you mutter. Typically people just say, I'm good. I'm well. They say the same consistent program. The thing that they have been adopted from somewhere and recognized as the go-to saying. Now, mind you, the brain's job is to create shortcuts, is to save energy. So, mind you, it totally makes sense. It makes logical sense. Psychologically, why when someone asks you how you are, how you're doing, should I get up? Sure, I can. You say, oh, I'm good. You say the same things over and over again. And look, you're saving energy, right? But are you actually telling them the truth? Wait a minute. What does how are you even mean to you? I'm not asking a general AI, like, what does it mean? If I say, well, how are you? What does that mean? How did we know that? There's just so much disconnection in that word, right? It doesn't actually serve us at the end of the day. I'm not gonna break down. Oh, if it doesn't, how does it mean? What is it? I've heard it thousands of times. People have asked me while, and they've continued walking, not even standing there to listen to the answer. I've said it, not knowing why I said it, when really I wanted to say something else, but that's all I knew to say at the moment. That's all I was programmed or had in my repertoire of language. And it felt right, like it felt like natural, like, okay. So the problem with saying how are you is actually it might not even be saying how are you, because that goes into trying to change the outside world. Me trying to change all of you. You stop saying it. Stop saying how are you. That's not how you. Don't say this word. Say this phrase. Say that. And the reality is, I can't change none of y'all. Y'all can't, not that way. I can influence you. The power is in how I respond, how we respond to the words, how are you? Because we're going to hear it. You might hear it today. Matter of fact, you might hear it even more. The opportunities to say, what am I going to say to the how are you? What do I consciously, as a conscious being, right? What do I want to communicate in this moment? What do I want to give my energy to? What do I want to impress on them, impart on them? What do I want to leave this person with, right? When someone says, how are you? Man, just hanging in there, man. Complain, man. What am I leaving them with? What brand? What idea? What possibility? What limitation? The power of language, of communication, language. You can say there is infinite number of things you can say to a person to get, I don't know if it's infinite, but a gargantuan number of responses, of results. So when someone says, how are you? Do you know how many directions you can take that question? But of course, it's going to play into who's asking. Why are they asking? Do they mean it? all these sorts of things. But don't get caught up on that too much, right? You have to take it into account. I get it. But also, it's very important actually. Also, take into account your ability to create. Even if they don't mean it, even if they are walking away, they not walking away, right? Then the communication's over. But even if it's not someone who is, you think can handle how you're really doing, or you don't know how they can understand where how you feel, whatever you want to give, start with your intention. Start with your intention. Take into account who they are, what they're saying, what they're really not aware of, all the things. All right? But what is your intention? If someone's saying, how are you? And they're walking past, your intention is likely to save your breath, save your energy, and I don't know, wish them well. Like not try to have a conversation, not answer it. But I'm talking about, let's go to, if your intention is to truly let them know, what would be the most conscious thing to say to them? What would actually serve your intention in saying to them, right? The question may be, do you really want to know? When you say, how are you, what do you mean by that? How much time do you have? Right? You can ask them a question, or you can give an answer really sharing how you are and see how they respond. This is all going to come down to experimentation, doing, acting, getting feedback. Okay? That's what it's going to come down to. But by being conscious, intentional with what we say, we begin to actually be the authors of our experience even more. Because when someone says, how are you? And you go, I'm good. Yeah. Are you, who's saying that? Who's talking? Is that your soul talking? Are you the author of your experience? If someone says, how are you? And I want to experience more joy because they asked me, I might say, I'm so grateful that someone's wanting to know how I'm doing. And I'm feeling free. I'm feeling, one of my, kind of a mentor, he says, I'm wavy. It's whatever you want, you guys. What sounds fun to you? One of my friends says, swagger, what he says, dope-tastic. My friend Dwayne, dope-tastic. It's your creation. It's your choice. Whatever you say is going to affect you, but it's also going to affect them. And so, in this next week, someone's going to ask you how you're doing. Or you'll be tempted to ask them. Nothing wrong with the question, but how conscious are you of what you're saying? How aware? Get out of here, fly. Thinking about the awareness of the fly. How aware are you of your language? Of the result of the things that you say and how they impact the world around you? It's all vibration, it's all energy, it's all frequency. The more you recognize that, the more you're in the driver's seat of your life. The more we pretend it doesn't matter, the more we just wake up and take what is. I mean, we'll get more of that. Thank you for watching, listening. I have something else really important to say in this next video about this conscious communication and language. Check the video out here. Until next time.